What's up, amigos? We're about to get started here, and hopefully Sweet and Tender Hooligan should show up, and we'll be ready to go. What's up, amigos? This is Amico After Amico, and I'm Tommy Amico. There's 7 people here. Welcome. Somebody was saying, Moon Soon was telling me I needed to play guitar because they were saying I can't play guitar. I don't know, it's kind of annoying when I play guitar, isn't it? I wash my dirty feet. Am I the immoral? No. I am and have never been the immoral. I didn't say I was good at guitar, but I could write a song like... I am not the immoral. I have never been the immoral. What's up, Amico?
Oh, hey, I didn't see you come in there.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you go to jail there.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Getting busted for fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Amico. Well, thanks for making it. Thanks for coming.
Happy to be here. I hope everyone is having an Amico night.
Yeah.
Or an Amico day, whatever it may be.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the people watch this later because there's like 6 people here, but then like there'll be like 300 people or 200 people that watch it. So.
Well, I'm sparking up a fat joint right now.
I was hitting a bong. I'm one edible in.
Oof.
So reason we're here is because you do this thing. You are the master of editing down these Amico videos.
Well, I will say this is a rough cut. This is really just kind of chopping it down to the like kind of the more important stuff that happened in the last episode. It's not like a traditional.
But people don't even, especially on our side, don't even watch the entire Amico Forever. You watch it and select good pieces of it to bring to us, which is admirable, and I think something people are looking for.
Well, I appreciate the support, and I'm looking to support you too, and anyone else out there that likes the Amico.
Yeah, support and be supportive. We've got the PayPal link there.
That's what people say. I mean, I already donated like $20 this week, so
good.
Someone else has to pick up the fucking pieces.
Good. Well, $20, that was a donation, but you did pay $75 to co-host with me on the show today. So
yeah, and cameo. You said this counted as the cameo.
Well, this counts. What do you want me to say? Like, hey to your cousin? Like, what's up?
I want you to say, hey, this is Arcade Matt, and you guys are a bunch of goobers.
Hey, goobers. Hey, geekers and geekers.
Said I already had mentioned we got a few more people showing up, so we are doing the first ever live stream of a brand new Amico game. That
there they are. Tell me when you want me to pause it.
Yep. Oh, I will. Yep. We got DJC, we got Rab, and we got Geeks with Cash.
Yep. That's not Geeks with Cash. That's bacon ice cream.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's right.
Do you not have your glasses on today?
No, I just can't see.
I'm just dumb.
You may or may not have saw. So I will be doing that momentarily.
Very cool.
So let me pull up our topics. Was there an email update that dropped? Does anyone?
Is right.
Yeah, there sure was.
Is the right expression to be using for this, because is a bunch of bullshit and it's confusing again.
Oh, it looks like we aren't getting the console, guys.
It's just on your phone now. It's everything we said we didn't want it to be.
Turns out you could just use your fucking phone the whole time. Too bad nobody pointed that out before.
Look at Rab. Look at his facial expression about it.
He'll spin it. You know he will.
Rich is built like Squidward's house. Ooh, that's cold. Oh my goodness. It's the gaming racist.
Oh, nice CM Punk and Kermit the Frog there.
Crossing arms.
Hell yeah. X'd up. Straight edge.
Know about this?
I don't know, maybe. Something came in an inbox and people read it.
Like us to have topics.
Yeah, I know. It's always off the cuff here.
Did we not like them to have topics? I thought it was better when they had stuff going on.
I liked it better when DJC was like, I don't know what's going on in the chat, guys. Here he's in full control.
Yeah, Ulysses isn't even there yet.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Is what everything is. But as far as this update, Rich, what was your take on it? I know you talked a little yesterday, but I know this week we have a totally different, bigger, audience here that's been waiting months to see us. And so, what is your take on this?
Yeah, so I mean, we hung out a little bit on LG, and
before
threw some
Rich
thoughts out there.
Here.
24 hours later.
What?
Before Rich continues here, I just wanted to point out for those that don't know, as far as I'm aware, he runs the Amico Facebook page. And he'll like he's all like positivity only, and he like will delete people's comments if you ask about Tommy or the Amico.
Shit, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, so he seems innocent and he is to a certain extent, but at the same time he is in control on the Amico.
Don't trust him. Don't trust him. Don't trust him.
Okay, keep going.
Hold to the same thoughts. The update email to me was, there was a little tinge of the sads. It was a little,
What was that?
To see.
What was
that?
I think that was Tommy Tallarico crying fire.
Jeez, that was on the original broadcast.
There wasn't as much progress as everyone hoped there would be. But in the grand scheme of things, it's the same thing 24 hours later as it was last night. Okay, you didn't have the progress that I think everyone was looking for. And everyone, of course, was hoping. Oh, hey, we're back, guys. Here's some pallets.
We're ready to ship. We're on the launch pad. Actually, we're in formal production. Actually, we're not doing a console anymore.
It's year 4. Your kids are grown up. Here's a console.
Yeah, your kid wants to play Fortnite now.
We took $17 million. Here's like 60 fucking consoles for the last people that still have pre-orders left.
Yeah. $17 million for what?
So DJ and Mulus could get one and not Rich.
Yeah.
That's really what the hope is, right? You know.
Yeah.
But okay, so that didn't happen. All right. Well, what else you got for us? Okay, we've got some contingencies.
Still got pallets.
Yeah.
Well, you take just the pallets. You could carve.
We might
You could carve your wood grain.
Send you anything.
That was terrible. Sorry.
Sorry.
Nothing to say with that one. You think you're gonna carve your wood grain out?
Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, it could actually be really good if people would band together and help the company. Like, then people want to like pitch in and assemble units before.
Units.
But yeah, I mean, so that's the bummer. But the non-bummer is, after that last update, we get another update. They're still around. They're still doing stuff. There's moving and shaking. There's news that is breaking actually, even like as that show was happening last night to now. More stuff is happening.
What was that news?
We're probably going to talk about in a little bit.
He just said there was news from what Phil Adam announced till now, and the news was that like the fucking what was it? BBG, they like spilled the beans and announced it too soon. Like,
yeah, it's coming out for other systems and phones.
Yeah.
Big news for the Amico.
Yeah, they were trying to hide it. Did you watch Smash JT's recent upload?
Can't remember.
The John Alvarado one?
No.
Ooh, you should check that out. Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
It was suggested to me. I just, I don't know.
He's been putting out some fire Amico content, I will say.
Definitely. Everyone check out Smash JT and donate to Smash JT.
Shout out to Smash JT. I'm going to put a link to his profile. And
yeah. Well, no, just put a link straight to where they can send him money, please.
Okay.
And everyone can donate to Smash JT for being such an awesome guy.
Yeah.
So there's movement, right? There's movement, and that's fine by me as long as the feet keep moving forward to doing something. I'm all right. I'm okay with that.
In the neighborhood.
And I stand by the statement I made last night as well about what this is all about for me, and it's always been about the games themselves and the experience that I can have right there in that room over there with my boys. And as long as in the end of the day, somehow, some way we get that experience in there, then I'm okay with whatever it is. And at the same time, it's another one of those things where it's like, well, it's some people will say to me, well, that's easy to say, like you don't have XYZ that you.
That's what we were telling you like fucking 2 years ago. Like the experience has nothing to do with this fucking console. Like these games could just like, you could play them like, they're like the games that are built into your TV set. Like it's like garbage. It's like,
yeah, it's shovelware.
This is why Darius was like saying it's like tic-tac-toe and shit. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, you could literally just play tic-tac-toe with your kids. Like, that's the experience. Like, you could just literally go buy like a fucking Candyland or something and play with your kid. Like,
there's nothing special. There's fucking Feeding Frenzy. There's fucking the Trials motorbike. There's fucking and now the things that are special, slightly special or like nostalgic are getting farmed out to Switch and everything else. They're gonna be on phones and Nintendo Switch and everything else. Mobile phone games, man. It's terrible.
His opinion is balls. It's balls, sweet. Look at Rab's face.
Smash JT is a good dude.
Yeah. Oh shit! I accidentally backed it up. Where the fuck were we? Oh God, there he is.
I mean, nothing changed for me in 24 hours. I still have an insane amount of orders for consoles. For this thing, I've got a lot of stuff, out on the table. which for them, I've given Intellivision a lot of money, and here's my stuff. I'm still waiting.
It's such a good part.
With
like
whatever
thousands of money,
and at the same time, it's another one of those things where it's like, well, it's some people will say to me, well, that's easy to say, like you don't have XYZ that you've been waiting on for forever. And just like last night, I mean, nothing changed for me in 24 hours. I still have an insane amount of pre-orders for consoles for this thing. I've got a lot of stuff, out on the table, which for them, I've given Intellivision a lot of money, and they're like, here's my stuff. I'm still waiting. I didn't pull back on any of it, and I don't intend to. So like, that's where I'm at.
Look, I've been covering this system.
Well, yeah, it's a sunken cost fallacy, 100%. It's just like, I put money into this, so it's gonna work out. Like
it has to work out. I can't be wrong.
The roulette table, they were all red, 6 reds in a row. I put all this money here. I put my money on black. It has to be black. I can't be wrong. I really want it.
That's the secret. You gotta wish harder.
Some dude told me it would work.
For talking to people on these shows for 3 to 4 years now, and in hearing Tommy's presentations on it, it's very much they had a goal of what they were going to do. They have their 10 tenets, their 10 commands. Like this is what Amico is. This is what we'll never do. We promise we'll do this and this and this. And where the rubber meets the road, some of those plans start to fall through. You can't follow up on everything you want to do. You understand that. And the willingness to let certain things go and to be able to move.
Oh, all of a sudden, Saggy Melons is just chilling here trying to talk about Amico. Isn't that interesting?
Dude, send it to her.
Isn't that interesting? She's sitting here. No, she's not in our chat. She's she's on theirs, and they're highlighting her.
Right.
She didn't want to talk about it with us, but when Slopes was around Tony talking about it, then she wants to talk about it. And when these guys come back, then she wants to talk about it, but not when there's people that are making fun of her about it. And it's no.
No, she knows what's up. She knows the Amico's going the out.
Move in a different direction when you have to. The ability to be flexible and to pivot and to to change something up if it's not working. That always.
Panda Sub's a good dude.
Yeah.
We like him. We like all these dudes, but we like him.
Yeah. And maybe we could preface this by saying, like, we don't wish these guys ill will, and we actually like them.
We're fans of this shit. It's just like, I don't know, like, my brain sees it as this epic comedy. It's like I'm watching Reno 911 or something when I watch them. Like, I know that they don't intend it that way, but I don't hate the people on Reno 911. I love them,
Yeah.
If they happened to be real people or real people playing somebody on YouTube, I'd still love them. But
Mike Mullis is like the guy on the rollerblades.
Yeah, and then like people like Slotham are the people they're arresting like for fucking doing weird political shit in the town, and like you got all the characters. This just happens to actually be happening. So,
yeah, it's like a soap opera in real life.
Yeah, it's like a Sega CD game, like an interactive video.
I struggled with Intellivision. So to be able to see in this the fact that they do have ideas about how they do want to pivot, they still have this console that they want to put out. Yeah. I know a lot of people have talked about, they've given up on the console, they're moving to like a mobile app or something.
That was Tommy Tallarico, I think.
Read carefully what that email says. It says, the controllers are part of their plan moving forward. The console is part.
It kind of says that, but their plans moving forward is meaningless. Like they make a lot of plans moving forward. So that they said like NFT was part of the plan moving forward. They said that like all kind of shit. So when he says the controllers are part of the plan moving forward, that doesn't mean jack shit to us, Rab.
Yeah,
like we're just at this point now.
Yeah, it's called a track record.
Like, I don't believe them when they say, yeah, we're gonna fucking. Don't worry, the controllers are gonna work with your Nintendo Switch and they're gonna be available and they're gonna work on your phone and all this shit. Like, I don't believe that shit anymore. Like, they may even try to imply that, but even if they told me directly that's what was happening, I still wouldn't believe them because they're fucking full of shit. They told us directly every game would mint an NFT.
Yeah, dude, you should watch Smash's video. He kind of is like that. He's like, John Alvarado tries to give him like an excuse, and he's like, "I'm sorry, John, but like, I'm not. You can't fucking fool me again. Like, I don't believe you."
Dude, did he talk about how like the people that own the physical games, like they don't have a way to use them? It's worthless. They're not giving them credit for anything.
Yeah, no, dude, it's a fucking good video. He's definitely kind of like, the gloves are coming more and more off, and it's a good thing.
So your plan tonight was to come here, and as we react to this, you just keep telling people they should watch Smash JT instead.
Shout out! I don't mean right now, but after this, everyone in the chat, you should go watch Smash JT's latest video on the Amico.
And give him money.
Yeah, and support his Patreon.
Of their plan moving forward. What has changed is that they're not putting
Melon's trying to kiss ass and shit.
All of their eggs into the console basket. I think they are distributing sort of their avenues because they don't have someone that is funding the last leg of them getting into production. They need to have.
Yeah, and why is that? Even though apparently they have people that are investors that have that are worth $3 million each or something. They can't get somebody to front them to just fucking get in a production. Why is that?
Well, I mean, one of the fucking owners has like $300 million.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, why the fuck they don't have somebody to fund this thing in the last leg of production? It's nonsense.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
A couple of avenues. I talked last year about when everyone was saying, "Oh, they'll be bankrupt in a week. They'll be bankrupt in a month." It was like bankruptcy watch every week.
Oh, the last 3 years they've been saying that, yeah.
Well, not the last 3 years, but since they saw statements coming from.
Well, they're not paying their lawsuit for the furniture they rented, so it doesn't look good. The
start engine,
the failed start engine.
No, you're right. Yeah.
SEC documents. They, you kind of got a glimpse of time of what their finances were, and people don't know what the rest of the story was, like what they've done since or what they were doing before. They just saw what that moment is and what it looked like the health of the company, and the company has made changes since then. So I like the flexibility that I saw there. I like the fact that they are putting some of these games, not all of these games, but some of these games on other systems. I like the fact that they are looking at different ways.
Why would you like?
Yeah, you don't like that.
Why would you? This has never been part of the plan ever. In fact, it was like you're not going to be able to play this on anything else.
Right. That was a source of pride and like the reason that you would want to buy the system.
Yeah, exclusives, dude.
Look at all of their faces. They're looking at Rab like you're full of shit.
Oh, dude, they all can't even like face the camera and like, yeah, they're all in shame.
And like it's a means to an end at this point. He's trying to say like it's worth it because they're gonna take all the money that they get selling the games on Switch and they're gonna bundle it up and they're gonna put them into production so I can get my system just like DJC has his. I swear it's gonna work.
That's a hope and a prayer that would work out.
They're living on a wing and a prayer.
Yeah.
Oh!
They're halfway there. Maybe
on a launch pad.
Look, it's the guy from Home Improvement. Backlog Legends. Maybe it's the lighting, but Mike Kim doesn't look healthy. Is he lacking a refund to feed his family? Well, maybe he's sick. I don't know. Don't tease him. Maybe he's got something he's not telling us.
Actually, Backlog Legends, I will have you know that Mike Mullis is in the best shape of his life. He actually took inspiration from Retro Bro to whoop his butt into shape. And I got to tell you, maybe it's the lighting, but if you saw some pictures of him at the gym, you'd be impressed. And if you look at this picture, and if you look at a picture of him in 2020, he used to be like a balloon, and now he is just like chiseled. He looks great.
They said I couldn't talk about other people's looks until I showed what I look like, but this is my actual picture here, so we can confirm this avatar. This is actually my photo, so this is what I look like.
That is what he looks like.
So All right, well, we got to stay on topic, or else we're going to be here till like 4 a.m. So,
to the games to us in novel ways. And I know people are saying, "Oh, it's just mobile." PS Remote is mobile. Game Pass is on iOS and Android. That's mobile.
Hold up. Hold up. Go back.
My
Sorry,
Switch is a mobile
device. Play what he's saying right now. Go back like 10
we're
seconds.
only 6 minutes in. This is going to take forever. Okay, play what he's saying now.
Yeah, what he's saying. What is mobile? Listen to this.
Looking at different ways to get the content to the games to us in novel ways. And I know people are saying, "Oh, it's just mobile." PS Remote is mobile. Game Pass is on iOS and Android. That's mobile. My Switch is a mobile device. It's running on a mobile based engine.
I don't think it's accurate.
You're talking Game Pass, which has like Fallout and all this shit, and the Switch. The Switch is a handheld. It's not mobile.
Yeah,
mobile is a fucking cell phone, Rab. You know what mobile is?
Yeah.
So when I heard this, I was just like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?"
That's the Rab mental gymnastics right there. Like,
word salad.
A mobile device. I didn't say it was mobile. I just said it's a mobile device. You can
take it with you, and you can, it's
actually you can take your Amico with you now too, because you can use your iPhone 12 to be the Amico, and you can just use the controllers. So now your Switch is the Amico, and oh my god! And then when he talks about that fucking service,
a mobile-based chipset, it's custom. It's more powerful in some ways, and in some ways it's less. My phone is pretty powerful. The fact that they are looking at novel ways to get this out, and the fact that they are looking at mobile, I'm impressed with, because that I think is going to open up doors for them that I think they've not been looking at. That's my long take, and I'm sorry I've missed a bunch of chat. I know people are like, "Rab, you're
an idiot."
The
the way it is.
They literally said
multi-plats apply to tonight's conversation too.
Oh yeah, we'll be getting into multi-platforming. That's for sure.
Very much so.
A few games, not all of them, but a few are going to be on other platforms. But that's going to help bring going back to Founders.
Revenue.
That's the whole.
I mean, most of them already were, right? Didn't we count that like a shit ton of them were already on fucking phones or Switch?
Yep. Some of them available for free.
The dark games on fucking Wii.
Right.
Goal,
that's insane.
Right. But these said there were external and internal.
Sorry, can you pause for a sec?
Yes, go ahead.
Did you see Tony TGD's video about him reaching out to the Dart game developer?
Yes.
And how that the Dart game developer sent back Tony TGD a fucking video of DJC in the game. So Intellivision is really using these guys as marketing material. Directly.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. So
they're working for them.
That's their PR. That's what PR sent them. Here's the guys. Just like Intellivision did. And when Intellivision put out his press release, when Phil Adam put out his press release, he put a link to Mike Mullis and his son playing the fucking console. They're using them. Yes, this is fucking should be marked. Their video should be marked as fucking. What do you do?
Sponsored content.
Yeah, it's sponsored content in my opinion. Like I know I made a funny rant video cussing about it and stuff as a joke, but like in reality, I do feel like it should be sponsored content for the very reason you're saying right now. It's not good, man. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
They benefit from this. They benefit from this either like through exposure or I mean that's it really.
You're making money, and even DJC talked about it. I don't know if you got the clip or not, but DJC's like, oh, you can show your video next, Mike. Like we got to be fair, like about it, like
maybe I don't know.
Is that compounded together to create this issue? We all know COVID is a factor. Anybody who says, "Oh, you can't count COVID,"
that Tommy didn't care about.
You didn't see Microsoft, Sony, and the rest how they struggled. So imagine you're a small company struggling.
I'd rather not.
Internal factors too.
I'd rather we be like a slightly larger company doing well. How about that, Mike? How about like we back companies that have some experience instead of shilling?
What's a small company? Is $17 million small?
Yeah, like the offices look pretty big. Weren't they like a global fucking company with like fucking multi-millionaires involved? And didn't they have the biggest people, like people from Xbox and Nintendo? Like, yep. I thought there was a lot of
150 million line of credit.
Yeah, they told us there was $150 million line of credit. Like I thought this was serious business. I thought that Tommy was a really big shot and he never loses.
Yeah, when was the last time you saw a different color other than the big three at GameStop? Well, you better fucking buckle up, Buster.
Yeah, there was signs at GameStop for Amico. What happened?
Perfect storm of where they are today. So what do? You know, Chuck, and I'll ask you again. You and I are still piloting. You're going to show. I'm so glad you're going to show a game tonight because
we're actually going to. If anyone didn't know, more people are in the chat now. We are streaming. We are going to stream a Amico game live, a real one for real.
I know a lot of people
on the system.
Astro Smash.
I mean, I could do Astro Smash, but I think people have seen that enough. Next week we'll do Astro Smash. So. This is going to be...
He's pimping it out right now. He's like, see, I got the thing, and you guys don't have it. I'm going to hold the controller. You can only get it from me.
I'm going to play a game of like 501 or 301. Yeah. 301's probably better because you want to see me play forever. I'm going to play against the computer. It's Dart Frenzy, by the way. So I guess I just gave it away. It's Dart Frenzy.
It gave me Dart Rage. If you heard me on the King of All Buttocks stream, is because I had so much Dart Rage. I was, I'm trying to install Dart Rage.
Yeah, that didn't look very fun.
Amico After Dart. It gives you a wrist ache. It's not fun holding the controller like that. Like, it's not comfortable. I'm not a strong person. I've got a very limp wrist, sir.
I can tell by your fucking voice.
I can tell by your avatar.
See, my friends.
Bad name. It should have been Dart.
Yeah. Dart would have been great.
It should have been.
That's a good one. I'll give him that.
It should have been Amico After Darts.
Yeah, I like that too.
So again, what do you do? I mean, I'm not in a position to throw my hands in the air because what does that do?
What's that do? I don't know.
They've continued to tell us to keep.
I don't know. Maybe you don't let the millionaire off the hook so that you can show the next person that wants to do this how it's going to make them look bad and it's not worth it.
I don't know. Have some integrity. I don't know. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for the gaming industry that you claim to care about.
Yeah. How about stand up for the fans and the people that subscribe to your channel for good advice on things they're going to be able to actually play one day and
put their money into.
Yeah, maybe explore other games that aren't just strangely made and use crowd investing, which seems like a strange idea.
And stolen art assets too.
Pilot testing. We're doing these games that they're putting on the system for us to test. What company that is shuttering their hardware or going under or having or in the toilet? How many of those companies continue to have their people test games and test new games? And
it's cool. I think it's cool in multi-platform games. This is part of that update showing that there will and I think this was fairly talked about in the email before this as far as other IPs being licensed. You got stuff like Astro Smash and what was the other one and Shark and I'm sure there's others and stuff, but those are the two prominent, that
Dino Blaster
in Dino Blaster. That's the BB.
Why do they always call it Dino Blaster? They always be fucking Dino Blaster.
How about DJC's Diner Blaster? At a Denny's, he eats a big plate of Denny's and then he blasts Diner Blaster.
Remember the sequel to Burger Time was Diner, right? Wasn't that one of the sequels to Burger Time?
I don't fucking know.
There's a pinball machine, Diner. It's a good one.
Oh, I played that one.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking wild, yeah.
It's very close to it's really similar to is it called Taxi? You know the Taxi one?
I know of it, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, they're very similar, but I think the Taxi one's more common. Anyway,
your mom's more.
So
wait, didn't DJC sell what pinball machine did DJC sell? Sorcerer.
I don't know which one he sold, but he maybe still has the Fire. You know, Fire.
I think he sold Diner to get his Amico money, or it was
no way.
Might have been Sorcerer. It was one of the ones that I remembered.
Dude,
they will be a little probably a different field, and I mean I wouldn't know, but to be honest, I'm good. If I can have someone play these games, on the Switch or what is it, on PC, Switch, Xbox, PS5, I guess it's all the platforms. So if you get
so maybe people shouldn't have dropped thousands of dollars if it's like good enough just to play it on the Switch that's been out since like 2016 or something.
Yeah, I guess we don't need the Amico anymore, guys, huh?
I guess like when Tommy conceived the Amico in 2018 and told everybody out about it, and the Switch had already been out for like 2 fucking years by then, I guess it didn't really need to be that way, because you can actually just play the games on the Switch like Tommy Amico told you, and everybody else fucking told you. Thousands of people fucking rang out loud and fucking explained it to you, and it was written in the comments of the fucking start engine for you.
Yeah,
but
well, that's
you,
like your opinion, man.
You did mental gymnastics to make it make sense, and then there was a shitload of old people that don't understand what a Switch is. So,
well, the Switch has rape games. I forgot. The Switch has rape games. DJC, did you know that the Switch has rape games? What about you, Mike?
Revenge. That's right. It's got Colonel Mustard's Revenge.
Yep.
The worst game of all.
Sample.
Xbox,
if you get to sample Steam. Yeah, that was the other one. So if you get to sample 2 or 3 games off of an Amico before the, I think that's cool.
We've already done that. Didn't they have like fucking a playable one on the phone already, like Breakout or some shit? And didn't they already have like
Moon Patrol?
Yeah, and aren't some of these games like Evil Knievel and some of these other fucking games like already out on phones?
Existing mobile games. Yep.
Isn't this already a thing? Like, isn't a lot of this already out? Even like Finnegan Fox is kind of already out.
Oh wait, you don't actually need the Amico.
My neighbors are doing fucking donuts outside my car. Can you hear that?
That sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking crazy neighborhood. All right. Anyway, here we go.
Cool.
Right.
It's gonna help you go. Okay, these are what the game's about. They're gonna have a ton of exclusive content on the actual console or on the Amico Home. That's we're talking about in a little bit. But like to actually play it on the console, I really like that. Am I going to probably get it on Switch when it drops? Yeah, I'm like probably going to get Shark and
right.
Well,
I will get Shark. I'll get Shark.
I like to throw my money away on crap I don't actually need. So yeah, I'm just a fucking collector.
I buy everything.
I buy everything. I want to take it to my grave with me. I'm gonna fucking build I'm gonna have an extra big fucking coffin, and we're gonna throw all the games in there. That's why I need them. I want to be enshrined with them like a mummy.
Yeah. Dude, sick.
Here we go.
Yes, I'm going to get it because I would love.
Because my life's meaningless, so I collect all this crap. Oh, fuck, I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, jeez. Where'd you go?
Oh, crap.
Okay, we're at least like fucking 30, like 20 minutes.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but to be honest, I'm good. If I can have someone, yeah, I'm like probably gonna get Shark and yes, I'm gonna get it because I would love physicals of those two, to be honest. As a collector.
There's two.
Why
Why
would you need them?
From one
attacking games, right?
From one stance as a fan of Intellivision, as someone that's supporting this console, it takes a little bit out of it to know that some of these games are no longer just going to be exclusive to Amico. Why buy a console? You buy the console for the games. I
agree, even though I didn't agree 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, Rab gets a little critical in this one, which is kind
Rab's like, by the way, this is kind of fucked up. I still don't have mine, so. By the way, I have kids. They're growing up, and you, Chuck, are just fucking sitting there with your dart game. You got a fuckload of games in your house already, and how often do you even play them, bro?
I know. How big do you think DJC's back catalog is?
How often do you think you're playing darts on Amico when you got real dart boards in your house, DJC? You don't think Grab and his kids might want to play that thing? You don't think bacon ice cream and his you think bacon ice cream and his family want to play that thing?
Yeah, well,
Your game library
Cash doesn't have any kids either.
I'm actually at a family dining event, so.
You're what?
What is your background noise? Is that your TV so your mom doesn't hear you? Are you at a family dining event?
It's my roommate.
is the same. I mean, you know, what has been leveraged against Xbox for generations now is why buy an Xbox? Just those are on PC anyway, so just get a PC and you can have that same experience. And now with Game
Rab,
Pass,
I'm sorry to stop you here. It has been a couple months, and this is our first one. So Cameron Hayes would like to know if we could see a sneak peek of this very special.
Hell yeah.
Cameron Hayes, by the way, thanks for sending me the money on my PayPal this weekend. It really helped out a lot. You're helping the channel.
Yeah, shout out to Cameron Hayes.
3 digits. Unbelievable. Thanks again, man.
I have to send you something later.
That will be the only one. I'm just keeping it to one. I am so sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I'm used to those things.
So on the one hand, it is disappointing as a fan to know some of those exclusives, some of those tentpole, the heavy hitters of the Amico, things like Astra Smash, and I don't know if Shark was a heavy hitter, but it was a cute game. A lot of kids enjoyed playing it. Are going to be on other systems, and that's one less thing that makes the Amico special. So from that,
the original Intellivision.
Yeah, it's great. It's from the original OG Intellivision. So it means it's good.
That standpoint, I can see being very disappointed. But from the other standpoint, I know Intellivision has to spend money to market these games. Intellivision has to get these games in front of people. And the fact that they are on, an Xbox store or on the Switch eShop with 135 million Switches out there, 128, whatever it is right now, 145 by the end of this year. You've got Shark and Astro Smash and Dynablasters, and people are seeing some of these little games. It's an audience. It's a marketing audience they wouldn't otherwise have. An inexpensive game on there that people can see, like, oh, that's Intellivision. Oh, that's Amico. Like, maybe you start to have that association that, oh.
No, that doesn't happen. People don't fucking know the publisher and that they have a system coming out because there's a game that's like some fucking Feeding Frenzy clone on their fucking.
Why would you know? Yeah.
That doesn't happen. If they know about original Intellivision and they care about it, they already know about Amico. It's been like 3 fucking years every day.
If they buy Shark on this fucking Switch, it's not like inside the game Shark it says, "Hey, keep a lookout for the upcoming Intellivision Amico."
It's not
you already have the game.
It's not like if you care about Intellivision, if you've cared about Intellivision even slightly over the last 3 years, and you typed Intellivision into Google, you already know about this shit. You already know about the haters. You already know about, within like 5 to 10 minutes, you already understand that there's a new one and it's like controversial. It didn't take long. It doesn't take long. It's very quick if you care about Intellivision to figure this out. And a lot of people like us who don't even care about Intellivision figured it out.
This little game that you like, here's another game by Intellivision or BBG Entertainment, and you follow, some part of that audience follows the trail to see that, oh, it goes back to Amico. So for Intellivision, it is kind of smart marketing to have some of those games out there in places where they are more visible, where the gaming audience might be able to see them and then come back to Amico. Now, if most...
Why? They fucking have the game already.
Yeah.
Are any games going to be exclusive at this point?
the games from the Amico are on these other systems, again, why have the Amico? But if you are looking at a few games that might bring some people in, especially something like Shark or Astro Smash, which are already preloaded on the system, and Intellivision isn't selling it, and the language of that press release, those will remain on Intellivision systems, future Intellivision systems. It looks like Intellivision did not lose them. They just don't have exclusive rights for all of the platforms. BBG is going to be the owner, and I think that's a good partnership. Those are the sorts of things that I like to see Intellivision looking and making those sorts of deals. It's smart.
And Rab, to just jump on that on the back of that just for a second, to be very clear, and I got clarification on this. Intellivision is publishing the Amico versions of those games.
Yeah, this is so weird, and they talk about how strange this is. Like, it is totally unusual, isn't it? That like, oh no, it's being published by one group. It sometimes happens, I guess. Nintendo publishes certain games for their own systems, but here we go.
Yeah, but if it's a fucking direct port, then it's like the same shit.
But it happens sometimes just because certain Nintendo consoles, like the Wii U, because there were so few games, they would pay to have the port made. They would publish it basically.
Oh yeah. I played a couple. Yeah.
Anyway, just to like broaden their, do what I mean.
Yeah. If it's from scratch, then yeah, that's one thing.
Still the publisher for anything on the Amico platform and any future
and pre-existing things. So things like the Evercade, or if they have deals with like that tiny console, then you have Shark on that or something. Those original versions are also
and also sequels.
But I think that is and I think that's something that it's a little bit. The wording is a little weird. I will have to admit
the deal is a little weird. You don't see deals like that very often. So this was definitely something that two companies that had sort of synergy.
That's because it's not gonna fucking come out on Amico.
Yeah, this is like a fucking $100 goes to Sadesh kind of thing.
The creative alignment, I guess, was something that Intellivision put in their press release or in their update that they would come to.
Yeah,
what the
I
fuck
do find it
is going on
by
there?
the way that games are coming out for Xbox, Switch, PC, and Mac, but not PlayStation.
It's going to be very hard to find that balance, though. Release too many games that weren't the system's potential post-release, but you had to release enough money needed to manufacture it. Yeah, right. They're not going to use the money to manufacture it. They're going to use the money to pay off the fucking lawsuits and debts they have.
Yeah, and pay their salaries. Papa Pete likes to pretend that he doesn't like care about Amico anymore, or that he never like helped Tommy in all this, but he did. And like, dude, like he's right here. He's still interested in Amico, and that's fine. But dude,
Papa Pete can sit on this too.
Papa Pete.
Papa fucking Pete can sit on this too.
Don't know why. Here's a video of the console we can't produce anymore. That's not what the update said either. They're trying to get it produced. There was a part of that update that literally, before they talked about anything else with the Amico Home, they said, we want to assure our fans that releasing the console is still a part of the product strategy. They just have to get there to get it out.
What does that mean?
The end game
that's kind of like the whole.
He's
such an asshole.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing, man. Like they have other problems though. There's holes. They're in a hole. They're not like laying at zero. They're laying it like negative, like a shitload of money.
Yeah, it's like I said before. In order to release the console, they have to do it.
They have to make it happen. Oh, I see. I get it, Mike.
Stick by that. That is.
Oh, they're gonna have to stick to it. I get it. I got it, Mike. Thanks.
Is something that I am not going to move from. I believe that the way to success for Intellivision is the console. and I won't move.
Why? If it's the same fucking game and it's playing and you have the controller and the controller can hook up to your phone or Nintendo Switch, what's the fucking difference?
Wait, you're saying with like the Amico controller?
Yeah, the only difference is that there's lights on the console. That's why they did. See, this thing was made like to be.
Yeah, dude, that's if releasing the Amico controllers is even part of the fucking strategy.
And they're not good because they're like low quality interfaces. That was where the lag was from shit and shit like that.
Yeah, and you can't actually like play the games on them. Like it'd be one thing if like the whole game could be played on the controller, but even then it's like, dude, just
I think G-Dubs is right. This was my idea. I said they should have aimed it as like Intellivision was for smart like bratty kind of like wealthy kids, right? It was the overpriced system of the late 70s, early 80s. And the games were kind of like computery and you had to read the manuals. They're kind of like smarty pants games. It was Intellivision and they had like George Plimpton shit. So what you do is you'd be like, okay, now it's the dirty old man system because all you fucking guys grew up to be fucking fat pigs with a bunch of fucking money and crap, and you have too much money and you just buy yourself a bunch of bullshit. So we're gonna make like all the games for you because that's who wants this shit.
Yep.
It should have been.
I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
They should have had like They should have had like that guy who plays Al Bundy. He should have been like the fucking sponsor. And they could have had like a bunch of like Leisure Suit Larry bullshit and like could have been weird.
Yeah, well, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Right.
From that. However,
If it had Ed O'Neill, right? And instead of Tommy Tallarico.
you gotta have money to do it. This is how they get to that point, to get to that end game.
No, that's not. They did like a bunch of fundraisers, dude. They made $17 million.
$17 million wasn't enough. How
they
much
also
did they
borrowed. They borrowed money from people like Sudesh to the point where they owe him $100 per console.
How much did they need, Mike? Maybe we could set up a fucking GoFundMe.
They did fucking government grants, shady ones at that.
Yeah.
Government grants. They said they had patents that they didn't have, and said they were using offices that they were actually in use. Didn't actually look like they were using that Utah office. It looked like they just put that shit up to get some money out of Utah.
Yeah, the whole Jay Allard thing. They
flew the staff from LA to Utah to make it look like there were people working in Utah so they could get their Utah grant.
Hey, we got Nick Richards here. He's everywhere, huh?
Here's everyone that works from LA. They're all in. There's like 6 of them here, and the rest of the office is empty. What's up, Utah?
So I'm not a.
And our office in San Francisco doesn't exist, but somehow we got some money from it.
Mobile gamer type of a guy, but I understand the market. It's huge. Let's I don't have numbers or statistics for what it is in 2023 or by the end of 2022 or whatever, but it's huge.
Mobile gaming.
And I know that people will play something like a Shark or I mean, I'm just saying games. It doesn't mean that they're coming to mobile or anything, but I'm saying like, you know, like the break.
Doesn't mean I know anything secret that they talk to me behind the scenes about, but yeah, I probably do.
Guys,
or Moon.
What?
Guys, I'm just a fan.
Yeah. If there's anybody on YouTube that knows anything about it, it's probably me, who has John Alvarado and Nick and Phil Adam in the chat tonight.
Patrol, just something where it's just fun. I have played Moon Patrol demo on my mobile phone, so I understand how that plays and how you can rock it and move it and jump. And
yeah, we told you that if it was playable on the phone years ago, that they probably should just put these things on the fucking phone. We told you that.
Shoot. So I don't think it's a bad thing. Once again, this keeps the company going. This keeps the Amico going. This gets the name.
He like giggles awkwardly. He's like, he knows it's a weird thing to say. It's like, oh, this keeps it going, huh?
There's some weird laughter in the later part of this. Like
out there.
Yeah, it's coping.
And also makes the founders come. So that's my opinion in a nutshell. Rich, what do you think of Amico Home / kind of mobile?
I mean, I think it's a cool. It's definitely a cool and interesting way of, you know, I don't know, I necessarily call it a pivot, but you know, like it's certainly a good. I mean, stopgap is probably the better the better way of referring to that.
Like it's the complete opposite of what you guys were set out to
selling
do.
out is what it is, Rich. It's called selling out. It's called like everything that they made the ideals of this thing with, they fucking sold out on. All the 10 Commandments, all the idea of it being exclusive, all the ideas that they said it was gonna be, they fucking finally tipped them all out. It's all done.
Shit that you guys defended like to the death.
Yeah, everything that we fucking said and all your critics said is what they're doing now as a backup plan because everything they did was fucking pie in the face dumb.
It's not for you. Tommy Tallarico told me personally that you can't do this on any other console.
You have to have the controller in your hand. It's not right without the controllers in your hand. This is what we got to do now.
You're just a hater, and I'm gonna block you. So bye.
There was a pandemic, so now we have to just put it on everything because somehow that's gonna help.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we can't get your thing, but here's a
like every time we make a console, we're gonna owe Sudesh $100. So fuck the console. We're just gonna put it on phones.
Thing that you can do. For me, if I offered the opportunity, hey, like here's Amico Home. It's whatever. It's if you have to pay for the app or whatever, and you got to go to your store and you go buy an Amico controller, and then you can use it. I think the thing with me is the make or break is I got to use a Amico controller for whatever this is.
Yeah, really. But
yeah, hold your breath, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Amico. They said all those games would work with your phone as the controller. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember that being a huge selling point? And Tommy was like, no, you can just glue these buttons on it and like we'll just use your phone as the controller.
Yeah.
So maybe the backup plan all along was they were just going to tell you guys, sorry, the console didn't work out. You can use your phone as the console and the controller. Maybe they saw this coming and that was something they were going to do, huh?
I 100% agree with you. And I know there'll be other. I mean, there could be many versions of it too. Maybe there is a version that people are just playing on the go on the subway or whatever.
And it mentioned in that paragraph on Amico Home about interfacing with the controller.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
there's gonna be a bunch of different versions of Amico. That's what they need. They need to just get lots of different versions going at once.
Yeah, I think we need to read this for what it is. This is not mobile. This is not mobile games on this is not Amico games. Let me try to find the right words for this. This is not
because they are mobile games. A bunch of them are fucking mobile games, dude. Yeah. You know it. So they are mobile games on a mobile now.
Yeah, it's Amico games on mobile, or it's just mobile games back on mobile.
The games were mobile games that were being ported to home console. Now they're going back to mobile. So now they're just regular mobile games. The fuck, dude? You invested hella money into regular ass mobile games. Care Bears carts and shit. What the fuck are you doing, man?
So much time.
So much time. You guys got in airplanes and shit and flew out.
Oh my god.
Eating pizzas.
Some of these guys drove for hours. I think DJC drove for like 6 hours to get to the Bros basement.
And that you guys set up the events, you guys made the videos, and then they cut up the videos and use it for marketing purposes. And they're still doing it. They're still doing it to you guys. What the hell? Just let them do it. It's crazy.
It's an abusive relationship.
It is. I mean, Mike and DJC got their consoles, but Lord.
Yeah, that's like, baby, I'm sorry I hit you. I just got in this car.
But you've got a place to live now, yeah.
I won't hit you again.
You got a place to live, but don't let anybody come over or know where you're at. Besides,
no, you can't go out with your friends.
Don't show anybody what we do in here. Don't let anybody see the Amico except for like I have to pre-approve all the people that play it with you.
Yeah, no, really though, it's awful.
But really, if you're gonna play the Amico, run it by me who the guy is gonna be, and let me do a background check and everything.
Yeah. Delete that comment, why don't you?
Let me see all his social media before, like, let him play the Amico and you make a video with him.
Mobile versions of Amico games. What they're talking about with Amico Home is taking a mobile device, which has, we all know, it's got pretty much the same chipset as the Amico from the CPU, which, by the way,
which is a strength now.
Which so does the Switch.
Right.
Yeah.
And just
the Switch has a souped-up custom.
Well, yeah,
but it is
a mobile
dedicated chip. I mean, the specs are mobile.
This becomes the Amico console. That's what they're talking about. This becomes the Amico console. And in order to play the games, which are still the full-on same Amico games that Chuck just showed, that I've been showing, and you have to use the controllers, either a hardware controller or a second device with the mobile controller that Chuck showed earlier. And I showed with the missile command in order to play. So it's not, that's what it is. It's basically turning your phone or your tablet into an Amico. And then you could take your, most phones have some way of taking your USB or your Lightning if you're an iPhone and doing it into HDMI and plug.
You don't even need that. They can cast. Your fucking phone can just cast natively to your TV. You don't even need a fucking wire for an HDMI. And you were talking about simplicity for this thing. Like, what the fuck? So now it's just putting regular phone games on your TV, like through a wire.
Yeah. What is? Wait. It's.
So, why don't you just buy a Nintendo Switch that's really easy just to fucking play it on your TV or take it with you?
So you can't take these games with you. You still have to use a TV, right?
Look at Rab's face.
Yeah, he's over it.
Over it.
Yeah, can you zoom in more?
That's as much as I think I can.
That's
over it.
Plugging into your TV, and that's how you get the games on your TV. So that's what Amico Home is, and that's how I read it.
So piggybacking off of the process, because if you think about the Amico, I mean the controllers themselves are not strong enough to play the games. They don't have enough.
The AIDS fucking phone. You know what I mean? Like
no, I don't know what you mean by
the guy from U2, fucking
Bono.
Yeah, Bono.
Yeah, that was the U2 iPod.
Processing power built in to actually operate the games. But when they pair with something, the console itself, which is large, it charges them. It has pretty lights,
kind of looks smart.
But it's basically just the operating system and that chipset in the console. It's very, very light. If you replace that with a mobile device, with a tablet, with a Kindle, with something that has that same level of processing power, you can have a lot of versatility.
Yeah, there's a lot of controllers you can hook to a Kindle. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're so into the screen on this Amico controller.
What could operate as Amico, where Amico could show up. If you're using the controllers in unison.
I said this fucking years ago. I said just make a cool controller for the fucking Switch. How about it has here's the controller for the Switch. It's got that disc. Maybe it's even got the screen. It's got like a spinner controller, like an Atari 2600 spinner. It's got a crank. Okay, now you've got toy controller, right? That you use for different types of games, and you start like working indie devs on this thing, and then you put it out for across all consoles. It works for all of them, and you call that the Amico. Like that would have worked a lot better. It comes with like 3 games, okay? Something that uses all of it.
Yeah, like I don't know, Astro Smash, Shark, and Dino.
Better than that. One of them can be like Astro Smash, but the other one needs to be like a Pokemon clone, and it's something creative. Like you need to do better than that. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, have good games.
Yeah, I'm decent games. Like something. It's got to be substantial on some level.
Amico Quest.
Yeah,
that, or if you're using.
But are we gonna do this whole thing? Are we gonna power through this whole thing?
I'm here for it.
You want to do it in 2 parts? You want to do it in 2 parts? You want to do it in 2 parts? You want to try to power through this?
Let's try to do it, dude. If you're up for it, I say fuck it.
I might wimp out. You can Astro Smash my cornhole if I do, though. Okay.
Additional phones or tablets in addition with that.
Right. So I just wanted to make sure people understood that's the differentiator. Because Rich, you said, and you're right, you have to. You have to have the controller to play some of this.
Yeah, you gotta.
But you fucking said that you could use our phone as a controller on the regular Amico. That was like a huge selling point to them. They were like, "No, you can use your phone as the second controller."
Up to 8 players.
Yeah, you just get your phone out, and your grandma can get her phone out, and she can play Shark right along with everyone.
I think it was you that was like, "No, grandma, no, you have to download the app. No, grandma, hit the button. No,
allow permissions."
Yeah.
No, allow permissions, grandma. No, you don't have space. You had to delete.
Out of that.
Can we delete something? What are all these apps you have on here? What is this? We have to delete some of this, grandma.
How many tabs do you have open on your fucking internet?
What is this? You don't want this. What is this? Can I delete this stuff?
I mean, because I
look how you could turn this like on a dime.
Yeah.
Like, like there's a lot. I mean, I'm sure this is just my favorite way. Like, you can do a figure 8 with this disc. Like, it's so you could like boom, boom.
And this is how it was designed. I mean,
and this is what the NES Max controller did in 1990. There's the disc right here on the NES Max controller.
Yeah, good point.
You got turbo buttons.
You use a toggle stick for this. Yes, you could do the same thing, but it's different when the game.
You could use a mouse and do the exact same thing. Yeah, we know. People have been playing this for years on their fucking Splash game.
Game was. You feel like you're dancing with the disc.
You feel like you're dancing.
I've never felt so free.
You feel like you're dancing. When I walk through the Disneyland castle, I feel like I'm dancing, and I'm just walking through it.
Fish, you feel like you're doing figure 8s and silhouettes, or pirouettes.
Silhouettes.
At the beginning of our video with Spencer was taking his little stuffed dolphin, and he was, my dolphin's gonna play, and
my dolphin's gonna play.
I was like, yeah, put that back up on your. He's like, no, I want to. And he
put this shit back.
He was able to do it.
But if Amico games operate on,
stop playing with real toys, Spencer. We need to look at this screen. You've got a screen in your hand, and then there's a screen in front of us. Okay, we're gonna both look at their screens. Put the real toy away now. I'm filming us. Okay, let's go.
And you can if I may, since Mike brought up his son, I did want to bring up the fact that in the past, Mike has overreacted when people point out that his sons appear bored with these games, and it's probably because they're actually bored. He took it a totally he took it the wrong way, and I think he really.
Well, these kids playing these. I mean, Zelda came out this week. His kids are playing Zelda. They're reasonable children.
Yeah, they want to play Roblox and Zelda and fucking Minecraft, Mike. They don't want to play these dumb games with you.
They seem like really smart kids, and they seem like really cool kids. So yes, I think they probably want to play Zelda and stuff like that. Like,
Mike, you have smart and cool kids. Stop fucking micromanaging them. It's crazy.
I don't know. I can't comment on anyone else's parenting style, but
yeah, I guess I can't either. I take that back. But dude, fucking.
But your kids are shining, and he wants to play with his real toys. So just let him play with his real toys. No, your kids will seem like great kids, and people shouldn't bother you about them or bother on them. But this game, I don't think they like the 80s shit. Nobody likes this 80s shit.
Don't smother them with Amico, dude.
an Xbox controller with that, and it works great if that's how you want to play the game, and the games are able to be played that way, or a phone or a tablet.
He almost looks like Chris Chan there.
I was saying Chris Chan. Is that Tommy Tallarico mixed with Chris Chan?
Well, he's like a transformer behind his arm. What the fuck is going on?
Where the fuck did that come from?
Instead of Sonichu, it looks like a cassette tape. It's like as he's sewing in music. remember when Bill and Ted built their own robots?
Yeah.
So a kid can use a tablet to play, or you sync it to the tablet. Great. I would think, that, Intellivision needs to at least prioritize the production of the controllers then, because if you're building this audience, then you have the ability to sell them. We have this controller that is perfect for these games. Not just a baked-in audience.
Yeah, the control to me, the controller is the experience. I agree 100%, Rap. Like that's I gotta
stop talking about shit.
There wasn't
stop
talking
it up because
speaking as like one of the only people able to play.
What?
Speaking as one of the only people who is able to play, guys, it's totally about the controllers. Like, I wouldn't play this without the controller.
Stop talking it up, because like last year, you guys were like, you can totally play, use your phone as the controller. You don't even need, just use your phone as the controller. He'd hold up his controller, like he'd hold up his phone. He'd be like, this is a controller. This is an Amico controller right here. He would like always hold them up, be hella fucking smug. Remember Mulus?
Yeah.
Here, this is an Amico controller right here. I've got one already.
Fuck you, Mike.
I got an 8-year-old that can play with you. And that's the thing, is that yes, the reason that I am steadfast in the console needs to be the end game is because the one thing I will
because a bunch of people have money invested in it, and so like we need to sell the console to get the money back.
Say is the console is plug and play. You get it out of the box. You take the HDMI cable, you plug it into the console, you plug it into the TV.
What's fucked up about this cast is they're like, from my point of view, it seems like Mike and everyone there is basically using this as their chance. They're gonna shill, they're gonna do all this stuff they're supposed to do, but then they're gonna sneak in their chance to tell the company what the fucking company needs to be doing, up to a point.
Yeah.
Like up to a point. Like they're not gonna say what people who aren't on the show say, like when Cyrus was like, y'all need to release the fucking classic Intellivision games for modern consoles if you're gonna do some shit on modern consoles, right? Like, what the fuck are you doing, right? Like,
yeah, Cyrus's video was great on the whole new update.
Cyrus is like dead on, like, y'all should be doing Atari 50th basically. What the fuck are you doing? Like, and why did you make this about yourself? Why did you make this about Tommy and Phil? You should have made this about like the classic Intellivision heroes and shit, and gotten the people who were still around to like focus on this shit, like, and get it out the door for the modern consoles. That's what this should have been about. And so it's just ridiculous. Like,
you turn it on. That's a lot easier than trying to get this to work and get controllers. But
I agree, Darth.
But you got to get to that point. And so if this gets you to that point, and it gets more eyes on this, because look, because they're the real Amico games and not mobile versions, I would assume, and I have no information about this.
Well, they're going to be better on Amico. Yeah, right.
Anything you play on Amico home,
when
you get will work on your console too, in sort of.
Oh yeah, it'll work on your console too. My ass. Then why don't the fucking physical games work on your Amico home?
Of like a Amico anywhere kind of scenario.
Well, this is where Rich was talking about the execution has to be right. You can really flub all of this if it's not done.
Oh, and maybe sparkles will fly out of my ass
correctly. I mean, if you're trying to sell this to an audience who, I mean, these games are not for your classic gamers who know their way around hardware and tech and setting up systems and going through that. The whole
Too Black, Too Strong. This is the guy I stole from, when I go, it's a me, Tommy Amico. I stole it from this guy, Too Black, Too Strong. He was like, it's a me, Too Black, Too Strong.
Oh, cool.
One of the whole points of the Amico was like, it's out of the box plug and play. And for the audience that they're going for, that's a big deal because a lot of them feel left out of some of this tech addendums that like, okay, I'm trying to set up, I've got a PlayStation and I've got to go through the setup and I've got to go into the PlayStation that it wants me to sign into this and it wants me to register all of this stuff.
Oh my God, it's so hard. Oh my God. But I'm going to plug my phone into the fucking TV and hook my fucking Amico controller to it and register my credit card to my phone to download the game. And fucking my grandma's going to do that too. But it's so hard to use PlayStation Network to get a game.
And it's a lot of setup and a lot of stuff that you have to do. If you have to figure out how to mirrorcast, if you have how to, you know, go into an app to get your games and another app to do Amico Home, and you got to do another app for something. Like, you have to make it as seamless and idiot-proof as possible. Because if you're going for a broad audience, because one of the things that I
think it's too late for idiot-proofing this thing. I think the only people that have them are idiots.
I see something like Amico being good for. We don't have, you know, I'm bringing out those dig games because education, gaming and education is
I went right in his mouth.
Falls a little bit into my background of work, and I've have.
If you have an idiot, that's why they have these guys testing it, right? Because they want idiots to be able to play this thing. So that's especially why they gave it to DJC and Mike, huh?
Yeah, they wanted it to be idiot-proof.
It's like a Simpsons episode. They're like, who are the two stupidest people we know?
Yeah.
Some experience there, and it's not something that any of the other major players do, and that's all been kind of just moved towards mobile. And mobile is very predatory, and mobile is not something that a lot of schools are interested in doing.
Right.
But if you have something like this that is a platform,
I don't know, man. Like, I've seen schools, like I've seen multiple articles about schools that worked Pokemon Go into like a curriculum thing, because the Pokemon Go sites were at like local monuments and local landmarks and local statuaries and stuff.
Wow.
And local art. So they'd be like, okay, kids, like this is an excuse to take the kids to look at the statues of like our town's like fucking heroes from, you know, the 1800s, and like look at this local art that was made here in the early 2000s and stuff. And they're like, and they'd be like, huh?
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. So like it is there is actually like Rab's full of shit, but you know, I don't think any schools want to play fucking Shark, but you tell me, Rab. Like when I was in school, we played Feeding Frenzy, I think, on the Flash games every now and then.
That is a single price that they can pay, and all of these, they all have tablets at school.
Yeah, they all have tablets at school, so why the fuck would they need an Amico, Rab? Seems kind of stupid. Probably they need Amico consoles there.
Think, Rab, think.
Think about it, Rab. To play Feeding Frenzy and like Farkle, why would they need Amicos?
Schools, they can play educational games. They can play,
they could have one educational game here on Amico.
They could just play Lion Rider, dude.
And it sucks. All the games on Amico are bullshit and they suck, Rab.
Einstein's brain teasers, whatever
Everything
that.
sucks. This sucks.
Brain Duel. You can play.
Shove a Brain Duel coin up your ass. Fuck your skull. That was my favorite lyric of all my lyrics. Shove a Brain Duel coin up your ass and fuck your skull.
All right, I got a
Care
mute
Bears
for like
cart
30
race.
seconds.
You gonna take a poop?
No, just gotta pee.
Okay.
You can play some of these games that are geared towards small children. I mean, in New York State, you have aftercare is paid for by the state. So parents are at work and their kids are being cared for
and they all have tablets.
Hours without educational structure. So they're playing games or watching movies. They would.
Right. They're already playing games, right? They already have tablets and like they already have a Nintendo Switch there, and they already have like, you know, I'll tell you what they do at aftercare. This is what they do at aftercare, because they're smart and they're cool. They put on like, it'll be like on YouTube, it'll be like a show that makes the kids exercise. And the show will be like somebody made it and they'll just like shoot like a Pokemon doll on green screen with like a puppet or something. They'll be like, catch the Pokemon, and then they'll show it like running, and then they'll show like a computer animation of like a stick figure running. They'll be like, run in place, and it's like all timed to like the way kids are supposed to. It's like an exercise routine for children that's like pre-approved and safe and everything, and then it'll be like, you caught the Pokemon, now do jumping jacks, and it's like, it's all set up. It's very, that's what they play. They don't need this shit.
Love something like this that is family friendly, that is easy to set in. Oh, so I can just use we have
it only has 2 controllers and you need your phone to play it. No fucking thanks. There's like 20 kids here. So what we're going to do is put on this YouTube video where the kids can exercise in the room and we don't need controllers, and they can all pretend that they're playing for a little bit and they'll pretend they're doing a video game. That's what they fucking do, dude. It's fine. Like what they are already doing is totally fine. I've seen them do it.
Tablets. It's the school. So we can just plug into our tablets and it's going to cost us, the school can get a license for like $70 a year. and we could do like 30 of these. Awesome. Something like this makes sense, and we never think about it because all we think about is.
So they got to buy Amico controllers for all their tablets. That'd be great. We never think about that. Rab's always like trying to sell the Amico to like this, like, we're going to sell 10,000 of them at once to some idiot. So if we just trick one stupid fucking Greyhound manager, we can sell like 40,000 of these to Greyhound all at once.
Well, you know what's really odd is that Rab and Rich, I don't know if Rich has gotten to it yet, but they both work in the education sector as far as what is it? An ed tech.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like,
he knows they already have a bunch of shit. Like,
they stand to benefit from being like at the ground level of this, taking off. Like, they could maybe even make commission from selling this to fucking school districts and stuff.
Right. He wants to be the inside man on this.
Yeah.
He always talks about moving it into like some kind of school or some fucking operation. It's so weird, man. It's like nobody wants to buy this thing. We have to trick like one fucking important person into buying a fucking 5 figures of them.
Games for gamers. But if we start to think about audiences who are not gamers, who struggle with some of this, but still have that innate desire to play and have that innate need for, some entertainment and ease of access to something like this, there's a market out there. Is it going to make them tens of millions? No, but it will keep them alive to be able to get to the market that they think is there for.
But we can get Sudesh like at least $400,000.
Yeah, they're going to lose tens of millions.
Dumb fuck.
For families at home that might say, oh, this is a solution for.
How can we sell consoleized 2016 phones to school districts?
You see, it would actually
be easy for us to want to play.
You see, it will help my YouTube channel, so let's do it. Actually, be really great.
Right. So the Amico console concept is still there, but I'm glad that they are doing this stuff on the periphery, because this stuff on the periphery is also important, and it falls in line with everything they've been saying for 3-4 years. And it's part of why I'm very enthused about this console, because
no, that's not what they've been saying for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, this is not what they've been saying, dude, at all. They're totally flipping the switch. They have a completely different CEO saying completely different things.
The complete opposite.
Yeah, the last guy was saying, I never lose. We have a huge fucking team. It's awesome. We're fucking coming out in like a couple months, and we have like 50 fucking games ready, and you're all going to get one. I'm going to hand autograph every fucking one of your guys' consoles. It's going to be wood grain.
GTO red.
You're going to help me design some of the fucking games that are coming out for it. Yeah. He said this is not what they were saying for 3 or 4 years. They did not say we're going to put these games on the phone and Switch. They were saying Switch has rape games. And they don't want your kids to even be on the store.
Rab, what are you talking about? Rab,
so shut the fuck up, Rab. You're lying, Rab. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fucking dude.
Versatility for things like this.
Right. Well, so Rab and I have been talking along these lines based on both of our
for
professional experiences for years.
Here we go.
I completely agree with every single one of those sentiments, because a lot of people that aren't in this world, that aren't in this industry, in the education tech space, they wouldn't see that as like, oh, well, you wouldn't even think of that. But I've even talked to colleagues in my same field, and have mentioned this type of product. Like,
oh, hey, like my friend is working on this video game, and it's everything you ever wanted it to be. Would you be interested in playing a video game that's like perfect and everything that you've ever wanted?
I can get you a really good deal.
Yeah, he gives you a really good deal. Like, I'm on the ground floor of this thing. I can help you invest in it, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, would you, like, not naming names or whatever, like, would you deploy something like this for your kids in X situation?
He says that a bit. Yeah, deploy.
That's Amico World War III right there. He was deploying.
Dude, this is like a fucking nuclear warhead.
Yeah, that's why we had to make this Amico World War III, because we're deploying the fucking Amicos into the school system.
Yeah.
We get Rab
I'll give that a James Rolfe Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're gonna put nukes into the school systems. Yeah.
I'd rather suck a donkey's asshole while it shits in my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And tens, hundreds of people all are like, yeah, sure. Where is this thing? And I'm like, well, it's not here yet, but if it,
well, the CEO kind of fucked up. See, there's this video on YouTube. 6 billion people watched it. 6 billion, like 2/3 of the earth.
Yeah.
A lot of people saw it.
If it, gets there, I'll be the first one to bring it to you. And they're all in. There. They're ready for this because, again, it's great to deploy for kids. And the other thing that
what the fuck?
Great to deploy for children. He works at the school. He said shit like that.
Yeah, I'll be the first to bring it to deploy to your kids.
Your kids are going to be on undeployment after they play this system for long enough.
I mentioned this actually to someone, and
he called me an idiot and told me I was in a pyramid scheme.
When they snap back and be like, oh well, it's just as easy to put like an Xbox or a PlayStation.
What the fuck are you talking about? Just buy a Nintendo Switch. You can get them used on eBay for like $200. We'll just fucking get one that has a broken screen and we'll let the kids play it on TV.
Yeah, the kids have tablets already. You already said that you could use a phone as the controller. You saw that last week, actually.
Nintendo Switch has been out for 6 years, and isn't there some high schooler that's graduating that doesn't want it anymore that can just donate it to us for free because he got like a better system?
Yeah.
Like, aren't there a bunch of kids in this town that got PlayStation 5s that have a dusty ass fucking Switch that they'll just give us?
Yeah, we really just need it for like the fucking outcast kids and fucking home ec,
In there. You don't understand what when you're trying to deploy something that's easy for kids, right?
You understand? I'm in a cult.
Right? Something that you could literally, as an IT director at a school, right? That you'd want to just
when you get the tear gas canister, you deploy it into the children's classroom.
Yeah, right after you go through your fucking mass shooting training for your kids, we're gonna tell them about the Amico.
What's up, Evie? We're talking about deployments.
I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to walk away. I've plugged it in. I've got.
I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to walk away. And smoke's going to come out of it. And it's going to explode.
And it's connection. I'm out. See ya. That's what an IT director wants to do. Now
they can't. They want total control, and they don't get that.
It's a fucking video game system. Like, you just fucking don't hook it to the internet. Put a password on the internet. Don't fucking hook it to the internet.
Yeah, there you go.
Buy the kids a fucking GameCube for fucking $100. Who cares?
Dude, just like play Magic School Bus on the fucking TV. Like,
Can't
play
you get a Wii?
Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the goddamn science guy.
Can't you get a Wii for like $75?
Right.
Because they are going to lose their job, or there's going to be a state investigation or a Department of Education.
So you should trust Tommy Tallarico to get it right, so you don't lose your job.
Yeah, Tommy's never had kids, so he knows how your kids should fucking learn.
Tommy Tallarico has a perfect track record. You should totally trust him to have combed over all of the games so that they're perfect and won't offend anyone. You won't lose your job.
Investigation once some kid has figured out how to put stuff on there that shouldn't be on there.
Well, so here's some real life for you right now, right? I've deployed Xboxes right into the places that I work. And I know Mike, you love you some Xbox
switches.
But if you've ever tried to deploy one of those inside of a school,
you're not kidding. You said it like 9 fucking times.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Where every single person in that school, their entire existence,
they're all Sony ponies
around it. They're gonna find a way around. That family app is awesome. I'm gonna tell you that.
Maybe just get a Nintendo 64 and stick it in there. Then
yeah,
be reasonable.
The Cloud Family app for Xbox is amazing. How much level of control you have over that machine, but it's not infinite. And they will.
All you really have to do is not hook it up to the internet and buy disc games that are rated E for everyone. That's really all you have to do.
That's it, huh?
It's really all you have to do with any of these. If you just don't hook it to the internet and you have a password on the internet there, nothing any fucking kid can do, unless they're sneaking in like hard coded games. But I mean,
get around it, right?
Absolutely can.
They'll find a way. But you put something like this, you put something like Amico out there, right? And you're like, well, what are you gonna do? Right? It's its own thing. It's got the games on it. You got the controllers. It's on the television. You play the games.
What are you gonna do? It's an Android console. You can probably plug into your phone if you're really smart and fucking do whatever you want with it, huh?
Yeah, you can literally link it to your phone at any time,
and like fucking do all kinds of shit to it. A really smart kid could take an Android-based console that hooks to a phone and do all kinds of shit, dude. Trust me.
Probably way worse than fucking PlayStation or Switch.
1,000 times worse than they could do on the Nintendo Switch or the PlayStation, dude. This is Android. Like, dude, let's be real. 5 fucking minutes here, Retro Rich. Bacon ass cream.
Yeah.
Walk away. You're done.
Right. They don't have an opportunity to download a rated M game that they can.
But they do because it's an Android console.
Get around, right? Or look, Roblox is not rated M or even rated teen, but there is some nasty.
It's
stuff
not great. It's not.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
I have completely
awesome.
Yeah, I know. That's we've all heard about that. So let's just not play that one specific game anymore. Move on.
I've completely stopped letting my kids at home play Roblox. I am just now letting
Seth do Roblox.
I am just.
He says all this shit, but he's got an Amico, and it's not like he only lets his kids play the Amico.
Right,
He just looks at the games they play individually. He does what we say people should do, which is he looks at every game individually and picks them and says this one's okay, this one's not okay. That's what he does.
Good.
Now letting Seth play games like Halo and Doom because he's old enough. But when we went to Amico Fest, for example, and he was 11, I wouldn't let him touch those games.
What was Amico Fest? Was that Crayola?
Yeah, so this is like 2 years.
Was that Retro Bros Basement?
Yeah.
Amico Fest. Like it was
that is what they call it. DJC had a series called Amico Fest.
Can you imagine somebody looking at the from the marketing angle? Oh, Amico Fest. Oh yeah, like they're trying to present it as like something that really happened. Like Bro didn't fucking buy the birthday party room at Crayola and then have a party in his basement.
Yep.
And then like, what about food? Oh, there's a place next door.
Yeah, okay. it's like okay pizza. It's like not that good.
It's next door. Cool. Okay, cool. Thanks. And here we go.
Until I knew he was mature enough to.
And you're vegan, but not today. Okay, well here we go.
Understand what he was playing. You can't put an Xbox in an elementary school. You can't.
You can't. It will fucking explode. You don't fucking understand. You can't not hook it to the internet and buy like 3 fucking Disney games and walk away. It's impossible. You can't fucking do that with any Xboxes. Not a new one. Not the first Xbox. Not an Xbox 360. It's impossible. You can't fucking do it. If there's some high schooler that donates you his old Xbox One, you can't just buy a couple Disney games and leave it unplugged from the fucking internet. That's impossible.
You can.
You can.
I would never do that. I love Xbox.
I would never fucking
You're
do
right,
that.
but I would never do that.
I would never do
job
that.
to even do that.
What if something happened? What if something happened?
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the school learns the hard way. It doesn't work out the way they think it does.
Yes, I could fit.
Or if like
last night
again. Or if like some kid brings a disc they're not supposed to bring, you just fucking pull the disc out and punish the kid, right? Like
they get detention.
Like we would with every fucking tablet and computer and TV and every fucking device, and you can even do that with a book if you brought a dirty magazine and put it inside the book, right? You could do that in the fucking 80s, right?
I would never do that. I love Xbox. You're right, but I would never do that.
You can. Yeah, it's just the school learns.
Why don't we just put cameras on every single kid's desk all the time, and then the parents could just watch the kids at school through their phones?
It doesn't work out the way they think it does.
Yes, I could physically do it, but I'm saying You know what I'm.
I can tell you about 4 districts in the city that have. And it doesn't work.
Is that blood?
What did he do?
No, so
Yeah, I don't know about that.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's
Welcome to Amico Forever. We bring our own train wreck.
yeah. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Tommy's blood was that his own blood?
Baron pretty decent point that, like,
can you go back?
Isn't it like,
can you go back for a sec?
we've put in
I
this
don't know
money
why
for deposit,
DJC
put in money.
that.
He admitted what?
An Xbox in an
I don't know why
elementary school.
DJC included the blood part.
You can't. I would never do that. But I love Xbox. Yeah, you're right, but I would never do that.
You can. Yeah, it's just the school learns the hard way. It doesn't work out the way they think it does.
Yes, I could physically. Yes, I could physically do it.
Physically
but I'm
do
saying,
it, but it wouldn't.
You know what I'm.
I can tell you about 4 districts in the city.
Fuck is that? Is that his blood?
I think he cut his arm. He looks impressed by it.
He looks happy about it.
He looks a little deranged. Is this what he's been doing lately? Is this a recent picture?
That looks like someone else's blood, dude. What the fuck is this?
I haven't heard much from Alvarado. I mean, I've seen it like him typing stuff, but anyone can go on that account. We're back in here.
All right.
They don't have an opportunity to download a rated M game that they can get around, right?
Yeah,
or look, Roblox is not rated M, or even rated teen, but there is some nasty
It's
stuff
not great. It's not great.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
I have completely
that.
an Xbox in an elementary school. Sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome to Amico Forever. We bring our own train wreck.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, go back. Did
we saw this part? Why am I going back? We need to go forward.
Did you skip ahead?
You can't make it work in this environment. That's one thing. But to completely abandon and just go to a phone app, I would be very concerned if I was in television. And yes, I would think it would be a disingenuous move of the company to just go the route of, no, we're only going to put things on a mobile platform. I think
wait till they do it, bro. Just wait till they do it. And then we say, see how disingenuous they are, and you're like, well, actually, it's okay.
Yeah, actually, it's good because
we're going to use the money to not pay debts, but actually, we're going to use the money to make the console one day. All the money goes to the new church fund.
The console part is still there. I think it is by that update that they put out, and I think they have to do something in that line.
Well, and
it's just they can't do it as their next step.
Correct. And
in order to stay afloat, they need to have some sort of revenue aside from that. They need to address that they have games, they can get the games out.
I mean, it's right. Look, and this was said before they
have games. Most of the games are already on other systems. They want to put the other systems on other systems. They need to prove it to somebody somehow. I don't know why, but they do.
Talked about expanding to Amico Home. If you'll indulge me.
Why is it called Amico Home when you take it other places?
What a stupid name.
It's like the mobile version. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Let me read this. We want to assure our fans that shipping a console remains a part of our product strategy.
Yeah.
That's the most wishy-washy. That is the most wishy-washy sentence ever, Mike. It doesn't matter if you say it with a lot of confidence and put your hand out like it's gonna fucking happen and raise your eyebrows like it's true. Yeah. Even look at everyone else's face. They're like, fucking hey, dude. Like, dude, this is not. Look at DJC. Look at Retro Rich. All their fucking faces are like, I don't know, Rat. I don't know, Mike. This is kind of like they're kind of telling us it's not happening, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like, oh no, it's a 1 in a million chance, and it's like, so you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, they look like Lloyd Christmas over here.
The development and hands-on testing of our pilot units have been a successful step forward. And then they, right? So
why does it sound like Phil Adams saying it was done, that you were done testing it?
Yeah, and by the way, Mike, why did you even need to be testing this if what you have is the final production run? I don't know if he said that already, but at one point he's like, He's like, yeah, these are like, this is it. So
Yeah.
it's like, if this is it, why were you testing it?
Right. Exactly.
It yes.
Yes.
They still may.
Yeah, they could have worded
there.
that stronger. That this would be this is integral to our mission. This is this is something we are committed to. I think stronger
we are
language
focused and determined
have been used there, but it's
if he said focused and determined, it would have made me feel better, and I could sleep at night.
It's there, and I can see the confusion. This is my read of that statement.
I'm finding it hard to live with myself, guys.
Statement that the console is still something they are working towards.
I think I helped dupe thousands of people into getting interested in this thing for years and spending money on it.
Yeah,
but
I think I might
where
be
they are right
complicit.
now, the cost of
what?
I think I might be complicit.
I think I might be an asshole.
Putting it into production, they've been trying to figure out that cost and get this to production, and they need to. I mean, people say like you can keep kicking the can down the road. If they just focused on doing the console and not doing anything until they get the console, I think they would go broke. They'd go bankrupt. I think they need to find a revenue source. I think they need to be able to show their investors and stuff, people who have backed them, that this idea does have traction. They need to show that they can put out a viable product, and they have.
They're just really hoping one of these games is going to be a hit because they don't understand. They're like, Among Us looks stupid as fuck, but it's a big hit. Oh, okay. So like any stupid fucking game can be a big hit. Oh, okay. We'll just put them out, and then like our game will be a big hit, and then we'll have tons of fucking money to make the Amico.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Means other than it'll all be perfect once we get the console out. Yeah, well, you haven't got the console out, so now what? You know, they have to do something to keep the company healthy until then, solvent.
Right. Mm-hmm. And to that end, yes, we're all frustrated. We are frustrated.
He does it like Saggy. He's like frustrated.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, it's such a pet peeve.
I'm really
frustrated.
I'm really frustrated, like James Roll.
Frustrated. Oh, you mean frustrated?
I'm really frustrated. Yeah.
I'm frustrated. I climbed a mountain.
You know what's bullshit? When you climb a mountain and you get so frustrated. Yeah.
What do you want? 2 or 3 episodes a year?
You know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows here. I think we all know that.
We all know that. It's just a fucking never-ending fucking pain. It's just a never-ending cycle of lies from this company. We all know that. But I got my console, so.
But
yeah,
that's why I said earlier.
I have singing birds over here with my rainbows.
We hear it in the background because. What's the alternative? Just we have.
They just sell you guys out, put all the games on the consoles that everyone else is playing, and you get nothing.
Yeah, have some integrity. If you can't fucking honor people's refunds, maybe you shouldn't be in business.
Maybe you're like fucking promoting a game that they're gonna sell on another console right now. Like every time you play an Amico game,
other stuff to play in the meantime. So I'm apt to just continue waiting. I'm apt to continue going through the things.
Let's just wait till my kids grow up all the way, and then that would be great, huh? And then we'll have darts from fucking 2006 Wii, but with a couple more modes.
Jesus
fucking awesome,
Christ.
Then everyone will be able to buy it.
That's so fucked.
You know,
I mean, it's really all we can do. If you like something and it's not out and you can't make it come out, that's what you're going to wait. If you don't want to wait, you don't have to.
Oh, motherfucker, you're eating it. You know you fucked up. You know it, dude.
Well, I mean, what can you do? I mean, you could I don't know, cause a scene and say that this is fucked up, but what is that going to accomplish?
You could tell people not to fucking waste their time buying the physical games that are on sale right now on the fucking Intellivision website. But fuck that.
Mike is asking why didn't.
Very frustrating, though. I get it.
But Mike is asking why they.
Isn't this why they had to sell the physical product so they could get some money to make the fucking consoles for you guys? They just need to. Don't they just need to fill the backers?
Yeah, what's up with the physical product?
Yeah, you can't use it for anything.
Oh shit, that sucks.
2020, 2021, 2022.
That's what I'm saying. That's the frustration.
Right. But they weren't in. I don't think they.
I think they were so focused on the vision of getting this system out, doing everything they can to get this.
They were focused and determined.
System out that they weren't taking alternatives for an answer. When stuff hits the fan, when these things start breaking apart, then I think you start to see more desperate companies are more innovative than companies in comfortable positions or companies that are laser focused on what they're doing. It's good to be laser focused, but if you can't be flexible and ultimately that laser focus leads you to a dead end, or it's...
That's what I'm saying, Vernon. What they should have done was it should have just been... That's why it should have been a $60 game, but the $60 game should have had like all six remakes of actual Intellivision games and then like a shitload of the original games.
Yeah.
And some way to work them, including a touchscreen version on the Switch.
Touchscreen on the Switch?
You can't...
Well, the Nintendo Switch, it has a touch screen on it. So, yeah. So if you're playing it in handheld mode or you have the handheld only one, you can use it as a touch screen. So, actually, the most fun way to play pinball is to take the Joy-Cons off and just use it as a touch screen and hold it, like vertically. But,
Interesting.
Just to use it as a tablet, basically. Or you could leave one Joy-Con on for the rumble. And you could use the plunger. You use the Joy-Con. But anyway, yeah, we got to get through this.
Yeah.
You have an unsolvable problem. You have something that you can't get past. You need to be flexible. So it would have been great if they would have addressed some of this in 21 or 22. But
yeah,
they're
really
here now in 23 addressing
it. And they were. Let's be honest, they were in the absolute...
Don't worry, the console's coming out in like 25. Don't worry, guys, once they get the money.
Absolute worst state in America to be in during COVID. I mean,
oh, it's somebody else's fault.
They were in the absolute worst. They were shut down for an entire...
Yeah, people weren't buying tons of fucking video games during COVID, and other systems weren't launched or anything.
And yet tried to keep going. This is one of the things that if you look at the first part of the update, they had to lay everybody off.
Well, the Playdate didn't launch and sell all of its fucking pre-orders, and neither did Evercade.
A lot of things external that affected them, and some things internal as well.
Internal,
I mean,
absolutely. And
Intellivision made a lot of mistakes along the way too.
Like Scepter says,
like every other video game company except for Polymega and Amico, who were fucking scammers from the beginning, were able to put their console out, right?
Hey, you should have maybe started with the Amico. That probably would have been a good idea. Like, right? Getting back,
probably been a good idea if they start with Amico Home, huh? Like just like Tommy Amico told you, and Pat the NES Punk, and like 6,000 commenters told you, they should have just started with Amico Home. They should have just started this as like an app. Fucking idiot.
No, I don't agree with that.
No, they should have just fucking stumbled through a bunch of hardware that no one wanted, huh?
Go ahead.
I don't agree with that. And maybe it's because I'm so steadfast on the console being the
stubborn.
Pillar. Like with Rab,
because like you need those controllers that you told us we didn't need because we could use our phones as controllers. That's why.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a stubborn asshole, but
maybe I'm just a fucking prick.
The wording could have been strong.
I do want people to be jealous of me owning one, so don't like minimize, what it is. Like, let me be a prick about the fact that I own one, and you guys can all just be fucking jealous of me, okay? So don't talk down on my Amico.
You guys are haters
on their assurance. However, starting with Amico,
we really want to.
Yeah. Starting with Amico Home, I think, and I know people are taking this update in a different way than some of us are. And
Papa Pete, the best time to plant an oak tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Television entertainment is acting at the second best time, at least. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah, fuck you, Papa Pete. You can sit on this too.
Papa Pete, we told you were going to need wood, okay? We were like, 20 years ago, we were like, oh, Papa Pete, there's going to be a lot of people living here if you keep telling everybody that they should move here. So why don't you plant some trees, because you keep telling everybody they should move here in 20 years. So why don't you plant some fucking trees so 20 years from now, you'll have some fucking oak here because you're going to need to build some fucking houses. But you didn't listen. You didn't fucking listen, Pete.
That's fair. It's very fair. But starting with Amico Home, I think dilutes the console prospect even more than
Agreed.
I still think console first in a perfect world, console first and Amico.
Oh fuck! I did it again. In a perfect world, there's just like, how about no scam?
Problems, which is what Phil Adam was asked to do.
That's where we're at. That's where he coughed. Yeah.
Later, you get off the island. You just the reality of today. This is the thing that I said last night on NLG. At my full-time job, our CEO has a philosophy of you get off the island. Right?
Speed creep. Yeah.
You worry about how you got on the island and what to do to not get on the island, again later. You get off the island. You fix the problems, which is what Phil Adam was asked to do. Let's call this.
You're not on the island. Intellivision is on the island. That's the thing. You're not on the island with them at all. You're watching from the boat. Like, oh look what they're doing in there. They fucked it up. They can't get the consoles out. Like, they're the ones that are fucked up. So like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna save their asses. But the point is, no one's getting their Amicos. And that's what it was all about for you. You just keep saying that. You keep hammering it down. We need the consoles. We need the consoles. But no one's getting the consoles.
Except you and DJC.
You. And you're all happy about it. And DJC, who's like having a heart attack or something right now.
Yeah, you guys are both like, I don't understand why all the haters don't get it. Like, I can see the Amico right now. I'm holding it in my hand. It exists.
As it is, he was given a shovel and thrown into a ditch and said, dig your way out.
That sounds like a slam against Tommy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Phil was thrown into a ditch with a shovel.
That absolutely sounds like a slam against Tommy Tallarico. Let's listen to this again.
Be a man and just say the name, dude.
Listen to this shit. Like, what have they been told about Tommy?
Later, you get off the island. You fix the problems, which is what Phil Adam was asked to do. Let's call this as it is. He was given a shovel and thrown into a ditch and said, dig your way out. There's no other way to say it.
What the fuck? And he did like a nervous twitch too. That was
actually, there's another way to say it. There's I don't know, Tommy Tallarico fucked it all up.
Yeah. And was like really cocky and rude about it to everyone who
was a total asshole to everyone. He got you guys to be assholes to people too.
Like when we said all the stuff you guys are saying now, we were told that we were fucking dicks and we had like personal problems and we didn't understand, and you like fucking went crazy on us.
Yeah.
And we weren't using these names. We were using like way more peaceful fucking names and avatars, and you didn't fucking want to hear it at all. We were trying to be nice. We were trying to be super nice back then, but you know what? Those were doxable names, so we had to come back.
You guys doubled and tripled down.
This is what you see. What happens, Larry.
And he's been doing everything he can to dig that company out of the hole that it was in.
I agree.
And could look? Is he going to get to the top of that hole? I don't know. But he's gonna. I will.
Is he gonna get to the top of that hole?
I want television. If they're gonna go down, I want him to go down swinging. I want him to go down with the console out and swinging, because that
go down swinging like Tommy Tallarico. Oh wait, just turn your back on the whole fucking thing and bail out on everybody.
Yeah, where's Tommy, Mike?
Did Tommy go down swinging? I thought he was like Rocky Balboa up in this.
Love you, Tommy. Love you, Tommy. Love you, Tommy.
Yeah, what happened to Tommy? Like Rocky Balboa up in this bit.
He's your friend.
You want him to go down?
You guys are friends, right?
Yeah, close personal friends, right? You love him.
That is what we're playing. And somebody asked earlier. I thought said, well, hey, I thought they were in pre-production last year.
Yeah, but you know what? That's back when we were hanging out in the bathroom with Tommy Tallarico. We thought they were in pre-production, but apparently that was all bullshit. But Phil Adams is gonna fix it, so don't worry.
Yeah.
It's like Phil Adams is gonna start from ground zero, and we're gonna start it all through phones, and it's gonna work this time. Don't worry. The pre-existing deals with Sudesh where they owe him $100 per Amico console. We're gonna work it out. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It's totally feasible.
Chuck and I have, and I think this is something that has to be driven home, are not development kits. What we are playing on is the actual finished hardware. If they put this on the assembly line and got it out the door, what Chuck and I have is the exact same thing that all of you will have.
Then what do you
pause? So I brought this up earlier. So what was the point of you testing?
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
If they're not going to change anything, then what was the point, dude?
What are you fixing? And here's the problem. What you have is the thing they owe Sudesh money for developing. So it's not feasible to put it out. Logistically.
You have the same shit that was at the Philadelphia event and at the fucking Texas event.
Yeah. We don't know what you have because you never opened it up and checked. So we really don't know what the fuck you have. It may be a much better computer, maybe a much better Android.
I don't think so.
Well, dude, remember when they said they had to redevelop Cornhole? Because it was running on a better version.
Oh yeah, it's better to like, dude. So you played that dark game. Now when the Amico it spins around, dude, it's so fucked. Oh my god.
So it is a finished product. It's not a prototype. It's not a dev kit. It is a finished product.
As far as I know how to unblock, you just got to go to YouTube Studio and put it on desktop mode, and then go to hidden users. Go to settings. There's a cog. Go to hidden users and unblock me from hidden users. But if that doesn't work, I'm not sure. Just look it up on YouTube. But it's awesome to see you, Evie. I didn't block you. I have nobody blocked, and I have nobody modded. It's just nobody comes in here and harasses us. I think people just like the show, so they don't want us to stop, so they don't come here and spam shit. But beats me. Even though I'm inflammatory, I think people get that it's kind of a joke. So it's weird, huh? Maybe they'll all come in and attack us now. I don't know. We're almost through.
Hardware's been finished for nearly 2 years.
They don't have the means to mass produce it. So they're
and they can't afford the cost to do a minor production either. I mean, the cost of putting anything into production has a high upfront cost.
Well, I knew they were hanging out, so they brought it on. Yeah, there it is.
Don't think makes sense even for them to get out. I could say just get out 500, get out 50 of these to some random people, put them online so that people will shut up about you being fake and a scam. Just do that. It cost you
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool if they did that? But that's not going to happen because it is fake and a scam. These are the same ones that they had at those fucking other events, and they don't know how to make more of them because they're not the ones that really made them.
There's no one to make them. There's no one that works there anymore.
Yeah, they aren't the ones that really made them, so it's not going to happen. Oh, I did it again. Fuck.
Oh my god.
We're right here.
System behind it. At least the bones of that ecosystem. There can be stuff that's not functional, but they need some things to be there to be able to satisfy what they've the funds that they've taken and where they've gone. So it's not as easy as just make one and send it out to some rando and he can review it.
Just make a little bit. That's what they did though. They just made 2 of them and they sent it out to some fucking randos. 2 fucking shills.
So the pressure off your back. They're in a bad place. They have to figure out some solutions. And I think some of these are potential solutions.
Is that Tommy? Is that a real picture?
It looks like Tommy cross Gollum. What's he been doing lately that he would look like that?
Help dig them out of that hole that they found themselves in.
Right.
That they helped put themselves in, but also, there's a lot of holes opening up in the ground over the past few years.
Right. And I'm happy. I'm happy continuing to test. I'm going down with this ship.
You're going to continue to test
until we're told otherwise.
Phil just said that you guys are done with testing.
Until we're told that this is done.
Yeah, you said it ready to go.
He said it went well. He said it went well.
And you literally said this was the same thing that was going out the door.
Yeah.
He said it went well, Mike.
You're going to continue to test. Test this, dude. Test this, man. You know what I mean?
How come you're saying that they need more money, but they're saying that like they needs to be tested?
I have no reason to walk away from this.
I can give you a few.
And you know, if you
How about Tommy Tallarico?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like save any sort of like respect that you have in the gaming industry.
How about like
you're gonna be forever known as the guy that defended Amico to the end.
How about like that video that's got 6 million views about Tommy Tallarico being a fucking con artist?
Yeah, where he lost his Guinness Book World Records.
How about that? How about there might be a few reasons on that 4-hour video made by DJ Slopes? There might be a couple reasons in that. What do you think he talked about for 4 fucking hours?
Yeah.
You think he just talked about lies for 4 fucking hours? Or do you think he talked about confirmable things and then showed how they were confirmable? Because that's a lot of fucking time. It's a lot of time to cover.
Yeah, but no reason to change course, Mike.
guys all watched the Shark video. You saw, and Chuck and Rich, you guys saw the cornhole video yesterday that I showed.
Cornhole video. Joke's on you guys because I got a parachute. I'm not going down on this ship.
I don't have one. Well, Geeks with Cash isn't here, but I don't know why. He might have. I know we haven't been on for a fucking month, but whatever.
but you guys saw.
I know we disappeared for a month, and then when DJ Slopes had some news about Amico, we all magically reappeared and had a bunch of company lines to spout.
Yeah.
You guys saw Seth, my 13-year-old, and my 8-year-old playing cornhole. And you saw the looks on their faces just having fun playing cornhole.
They looked bored.
They looked like they wanted to be playing Zelda.
Yeah. Dad, can I play more Switch? It's like, was that Anthem 2 Tales? It's like, Dad, I want to play Switch. Can I play more Switch?
I want to play Zelda, Dad. It's like when I was playing that dart game last night. I had the dart game for Wii, and I'm just thinking, I could be playing Skyward Sword. Like, I could be playing Zelda. What the fuck is this? So I'm going to waggle this Wiimote around. I could be playing much better games.
I can't walk away from this.
Right.
I can't. If we have to do a post-mortem on this one day because it never
one day, I think some pretty big channels have already done them, dude.
Yeah, get ready.
Yeah, I think you can just copy exactly everything that's in the Slope video. There's 4 hours there if you want to take some parts and just make it into something.
Yeah, react to that.
It failed. Okay, and then we moved on and we support the.
Yeah, Mike, why don't you want to do a video about how it failed? Why don't you just react to the Slopes video? You fucking asshole.
Yeah,
fuck games you. And however what they're gonna do.
Yeah, fuck you. Go die. Is that Tommy Tallarico's real mugshot? Yeah. What did he go to jail for? Fraud. Okay, Matt.
You goober.
Hey, goober.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not walking away from this console until I am told that there's just no way.
Yeah.
I'm a stubborn idiot.
There's just no reason to.
I'm married.
The charging.
I'm fucking married.
Here we go. Read this.
Do you think it would help to bring Tommy back? $1.99. Wings eats DSP's farts. Do you think it would help bring Tommy back? Wings eats DSP's farts.
Out.
Thanks for the $1.99. I don't know what that means.
You've got
I returned that
willing audience.
Ooh.
Oh wait! Oh shit, that might be bad. I returned it.
That's all it said was, do you think it would be good to bring Tommy back? And he fucking, I can't talk about that. I returned it.
Okay, listen to what he does to his viewer.
Oh my god, hold on, man. This is crazy.
Support the Intellivision games and however what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not walking away from this console until I am told that there's just no way.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to. There's just no reason to. They took the charging out of the charging.
We should send that to the Wings of Redemption, Dark Side Phil people.
Yeah.
Use this for your clip.
Out.
Well, thanks for the $1.99. I don't know what that means. All right.
Got
I returned that
willing
super
audience,
so I didn't accept it. So
CMAR
anyway.
and the 17 of us in this chat.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah, it's already
come on.
bounced. Yeah, it's already bounced. Hey, what? Hey, one bad one out of a million.
Not bad.
We're good.
I know, but Lord.
You don't. Yeah.
Why aren't you allowed to talk about Tommy Tallarico? I thought he was still the CCO. And
It's fine, everyone.
why aren't we allowed to talk about bringing Tommy back? Like, I thought he was like still the chief creative officer, and you said he was coming back and that he didn't burn you. Remember the beginning of my most famous song, "Amico Forever," when you said that you thought he was coming back and that he definitely didn't burn you.
You don't need the super chat.
It's been returned and the person banned, so I apologize for that.
Cool.
Did you ban somebody just for asking where Tommy was?
Hey, you think maybe if Tommy came back, banned?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, nasty
Shit.
God, I don't want your $1.99 wing fart or whatever your name is. And here's our man of the hour here. Phil Adams says, I appreciate all the thoughts and ideas. We have put all this.
So this was the real Phil Adams was hanging out
yes,
there.
Yes, it was.
What a fuck nut. What a fucking asshole.
Yep. Fuck you, Phil Adams.
Fuck you,
hey, Phil Adams. Hey, Phil Adams, suck my cock, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, you had time to do this, and you had time to take your wife to fucking Sweden or whatever, but you couldn't, like, give us an update until now.
Time and effort in keeping television alive. That's what basically Phil went in there and did, is keep this thing going so it's not a dead thing, because that's what we don't want. Hey, we're done. Sorry. You don't want that. So thank you, Phil, but great thoughts.
I'm ready for that. If anyone is, it's me. So please, Phil, just put a nail in the fucking coffin, please.
Yep. End it.
And just what Rab said at the end was profound. Well, there you go.
Parachutes on your boats, people.
Profound. Where's my checklist? Rab says something profound.
There we go.
Fucked off.
Wow.
I thought it was some crazy crap or something.
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
I think so.
What's crazy is a lot of these people are old Darius people. Sneed, Chucky, Legend of Nelda. A lot of people that main there and they pull up comments are like old people we used to see in Darius all the time.
I know, dude. It's like as soon as I left Amico Forever, a lot of other people went in.
Yeah, for real. It's a cool place. Hey, I mean, Amico Forever was gone for how fucking long?
Like a month.
Like a
2
month.
months. 2 months, I think.
2 fucking months.
Some crazy shit like that, yeah.
I think he's doing an admirable job. He's doing what he has to do.
Tommy ruined it. So.
Yeah.
And I love Tommy. He's a great guy. I think Phil
Tommy.
is really doing a good job.
I love Tommy. He's a great guy.
But don't talk about him or we'll ban you.
Yep. I love Tommy. He's a great guy. Oh, DJC, didn't you just ban someone for mentioning Tommy? Maybe you should ban Rab.
Good job. Yeah. Right on, sweet.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't think very many people gave Intellivision 18
I love
months
Tommy.
to live 18 months ago, and
you,
they're
Tommy.
still there.
Oh, that's an appropriate comment because you talked about Phil and John. You didn't talk about, you talked about how they did the good work. They did the heavy weight. That's a good comment. Okay.
Yeah. And it's like fucking twice the amount, over twice the amount.
It's cool because it's like a backhanded comment against Tommy. It's like a fuck you, Tommy. They did the heavy lifting. You did jack shit, Tommy. Yep, they carried the heavyweight.
And they're still putting stuff out.
You carried the lightweight and no load, Tommy. Thanks a lot, asshole.
So they're doing something right. Definitely.
Right, they're doing something right, definitely. Great video.
Yeah, Tommy Tallarico is a pariah, more like a martyr, I'd say.
That was wild.
Wow, we made it through, huh?
Yeah.
Sick.
Donate to my PayPal immediately. I want you to all feel obligated.
Yeah,
Please.
thanks everyone for being here. Right after this video, go ahead and go watch Smash JT's most recent Amico video. It's the John Alvarado one. It's really good. And while you're at it, watch the rest of his most recent Amico stuff. It's really good too. Cyrus Martin made a good Amico video recently. Yeah.
It's been a lot of good stuff. Yeah, we've had our cup overflow with Amico stuff lately.
Atari Creep also is a good one. No Swear Gamer. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You got any shout outs?
Tony TGD.
Yeah. Frogman.
Slotham.
Yep.
No, but Albert Menendez and Justy Views, Evil Streets.
Yep.
Potion Sword Run.
I want to shout out to PM Fiera. He's way cooler than the Amico Discord.
So, any final thoughts? I mean, they left for a long ass time and they came back really fucking hard. I really wasn't expecting them to come back like shill. It's so fucking hard. You cut out the parts where he did the gameplay. The parts where he did the gameplay looked like QVC. Like they were shilling so fucking hard. Just like, look at us. Look how fun this game is. Look, and I can play all these modes. And it was just really bad.
Yeah, you know, when Mike Mullis said it's like magic. It's like magic. It's like, you know, that's you guys are trying too hard, and you want people to clip that.
It felt so QVC. It felt so QVC. It felt so full.
I'm not. No, we're gonna show you the shit that's obviously fucked.
Yeah. So. Anyway,
yeah, you know, final thoughts. I'd say they're doubling and tripling down, and it's really shameful. And hopefully soon the Amico will come to an end so that they can be proven wrong. Because they're just being dicks at this point.
I really want like nothing to happen for like 6 months so I can just have a break and I don't have to do this anymore. But
that would be cool too. It's also like, yeah, keep it going. As long as the Amico is still a thing, like I'm happy. So
let's let Francois take the wheel.
Yeah.
Check out Francois. That's another one. Been making Amico uploads.
Yeah.
Francois, Amico
yeah,
uploads.
Francois, what's up? He's not a troll. He's just a smart dude, and he's into the Amico.
All right. We're gonna play our intro music to close it. Good night, everybody.
Love, peace, food and grease.
I love you, Tommy.
I love you, Tommy. Tommy's my friend. We can't talk about Tommy anymore. So, Adam. Love you, John. I love you, John. Love you, John. Love you, John. Love you, John. We run this Amico shit. Don't forget it. Fuck you, Amico Forever. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Bye.
Later.